Okay, so Arsenal lose at Villa Park. Man City closing on title leaders Arsenal. Liverpool draw at Leeds. Salah drama. Man U pick up points at Wolves. Final whistles have been blown. Welcome back to the After 90 podcast. With me here is
Prince
Maro.
And your host today, Ibrahim. So obviously, it was a dark day on Saturday. That last minute, like when that goal went in.
Why is it dark? What made it dark?
It was so painful. It was like I could feel it in my It was sharp.
Painful.
I know that.
It was sharp. It was sharp.
That's for you. But didn't you see the goal coming though?
I didn't see it coming.
Really?
I didn't see it coming. Let me
I
tell
saw
you
it
why.
from a mile off.
As a man, you find this kind of things you expect.
They're used to it.
They're used to house
Yeah,
break.
used to
I saw it coming.
No, see,
Aston Villa looks like the better side.
No.
Yeah, they were. I think they were.
I think
They
they were
were.
the better side.
For the first half, most of the second half.
I
they
think
were.
Arsenal would have been lucky to go
Yeah,
home with
to get with a point in that
So,
game.
It
so
was a good
if,
point for Arsenal.
if we had gone home with a draw, I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah,
been a good point.
It wasn't our best.
literally
It wasn't our
escaped.
best performing game, but the reason why it's so painful is because I remember Hincapié gets the ball. All he needs to do
It's clear.
is clear the ball.
No.
Clear
Nah, it
that
was
ball. No, tell me. He clears that ball. Worst case scenario, it gets to the keeper.
Yeah.
What's his name? Martinez hits it back. Referee is blowing that final whistle.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. He goes for a throw in, and then it's chaos, and then
It's a lot. It was a lot of pressure.
I know
It
that
was-
feeling.
I can't even deny. I can't even lie. It was a lot of pressure. But I think Aston Villa played really well.
Aston Villa did play well.
They
Another
deserve the goal. They deserve the 3 points. I'm not even being biased here, but they definitely deserve to go home with all 3 points.
Yeah.
So now the big question is, can Arsenal remain on top?
Will Arsenal bottle the title this season?
That's not the question
I mean,
we're
if-
asking you. That's not the question we're asking.
If you think about it now, I think it's actually Man City's to lose. I'm not being biased now because
That's so crazy.
if Man City should win every game between now and the end of the season, they win the title.
I
Because
think
you still
so.
have to play them at the end.
So what if Arsenal won't win all the games?
So
then?
I know, of course, it's the same thing, but I feel like it's
we
equal.
know.
It's kind of
We know how it
the
goes.
fact that you have to play them at the Etihad means
Yeah.
they somewhat have an advantage because it's a 2-point lead. So they somewhat have
That's
an
fair.
advantage. if
And
they
I think
beat
Arsenal's haven is Emirates. When you guys are out of Emirates, like
On the road, we've been
you're
poor.
so beatable.
I mean,
on
the
road,
the-
we've
I don't know if it's a
haven't
good
been
or a bad thing, but the game at the Etihad is not until like April next year, close to the end of the season.
I think it's a good thing for City because if I think if they had the game sometime sooner, it would have been a good time for Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather the game now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not right now
Yeah,
because right now, bro, our defense, all our 3 centre backs out.
Damn, bro.
Right.
I didn't see the Saliba one coming.
Saliba, I didn't see Saliba coming as well.
Yeah.
Mosquera, all of a sudden, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell how he picked up the injury, but he picked it up. Right?
Was
We're
he
playing-
training or warm up or something?
It was during the game. He subbed
Wow.
out. Like maybe he landed wrong, something. But now we're playing 2 right backs, a left back, and 1.
Yeah,
Like, it's a makeshift-
Timber is playing the.
It's a makeshift backline, so that's the scariest thing.
Good thing is your next game is against Wolves. You have
I
to.
know.
You have to
build-
trash Wolves like
build some
6-0 or
momentum
something like that.
because
at least.
Arsenal, our strength has been our defense. It's never really been our attack,
yeah.
right? Even from the beginning, we never really it was just Tottenham we trashed 4-1. We haven't had any big scoring games.
It's also a lot of pressure now because if you have weekends where Man City gets to play first and then they win their
They
game
win
and now they're on
and
top
they-
of the table, the
so much
pressure's on
pressure.
It's always-
Arsenal
it's on
to win
Arsenal.
the next game. It's
But it's not impossible. Man City don't look as impenetrable as they did.
Yeah.
previous-
And
They don't. They're
and
so
the
open.
good thing, the thing with Arsenal starting this season was Arsenal looked impenetrable. It looks like I think there was a stretch where no one could even score Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because all our
They didn't-
defenders were not injured.
They didn't consider
That's
people
what I'm saying.
playing
But now
goal.
Arsenal look like they can concede goals.
They look vulnerable now.
They look
I'm
very, very
crying.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Even this guy Calafiori suspended. I don't know we're going to play versus Wolves. Calafiori it's probably going to be.
Bro, it's Wolves. You can play
No,
anybody and
you
you'll
can
be
play
fine.
against Wolves and you should be fine.
You just need 3 points and that's it.
Fair enough. I don't want. If Arsenal is not the team to now give Wolves their first W, that would
What
be
do
so
you say?
crazy.
What?
If
With
Arsenal-
Wolves, no way.
if Arsenal is the
that
team to give-
happens,
If Arsenal is the team that gives Wolves their first win, because they haven't had a win in
yeah,
the
they've
season.
not won.
They haven't won anything.
first
season.
versus last.
That's wild. Okay. Well, what do we think about City players though?
City, Haaland is a shadow of himself lately. I don't know what's going on.
Still?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think
He-
he has been missing. Sorry, he has been missing chances.
Yeah,
But I think
that's a shadow of
it comes
himself.
to the point of expectation, like what we expect. to see
Yeah,
from
we have him
Haaland.
so up
We have him
there.
so- but I think it's also a good thing for Pep and a good thing for Man City as well, where you're not relying on Haaland's goals to get points.
Yeah,
Czech was a beast, this weekend.
Bro,
that
it was.
guy.
Foden is looking
It
like
was
He's gonna
scary
feel De
seeing
Bruyne's
Shaqiri
shoes
play.
so well.
yeah. Foden looks like he has found
he
he
looks-
has found his
He
form.
looks like a different type of player.
Yeah, he
from
feels
De
like
Bruyne.
I'll
Yeah,
more
on the wing.
on the wing. Yeah,
On the wing, he
Yeah.
has that skill to
Yeah,
get
he's
past
a
threat.
defenders.
But he looks like he can play almost anywhere in the attack. He's just good on the ball. You know, those players they're good on the ball. Like anywhere.
yeah.
you
But
give them the
personally, I
ball.
think it's a good thing for Man City that Haaland is not always on the score sheet anymore.
Fair
yeah,
enough.
and I think it will take off some pressure from him as well. And
Takes up some pressure. It allows the other guys on the team to be more creative.
And I think it's because the other people in this team weren't stepping up. So when
Yeah.
Haaland doesn't score,
he was the
Yeah,
focal
doesn't
point.
seem-
Everyone
begins
was
to
Haaland.
doesn't
Haaland,
score,
Haaland.
right?
Yeah, I really like it for them.
But Guardiola made this comments about Shaqiri where he was like,
Like
"Oh,
Messi wasn't this good or something like that.
no, I don't even know about that comment, but he made a comment like, "Oh, sometimes you love him, sometimes you hate him." So is Guardiola hinting that he can be consistent and inconsistent
Yes.
as
No,
well?
I know what he's
think
saying.
The problem
If you watch their games, so you know what Guardiola is saying about
it's not a
Czech.
Czechy problem. I think it's a Guardiola problem. We've seen it time and time again where Pep doesn't like players that don't, play exactly how he wants them to play.
Yes,
We
he's
saw
so
it with- we saw
rigid.
we saw it with Mahrez when Mahrez was on the right wing and he used to send him to the bench a lot. 'Cause
Bro,
Mahrez
Mahrez was a beast.
Mahrez wanted to take on a player every time he gets the ball.
Yeah.
Same thing with Grealish. Grealish was the obedient type where
But that killed his game.
I said
he
it.
killed
I
his
said
game.
it.
Killed
his game.
I knew Grealish wasn't going to do well at City with the
Yeah,
play style
it's
and
just the
everything.
play
That's
style.
not his play style.
and
That's not
check his play style. I like how he's playing his own game and not like sticking to Pep. There was a,
Yeah.
I think there was a counter in the
But
second.
it's because it worked.
in this there was
If
a
it
counter
didn't-
in
if
the
it didn't
second
work,
half
it's
where
Pep
he was
benching
supposed
him.
to pass and then he tried to beat the man and then he lost the ball and then he was apologizing. You can
Yeah.
tell that that's something from because I don't think that will happen any other team where a player you're 3 goals up.
And you lose.
You
him.
lose the ball and you apologize.
such high
It's because
standards.
it comes from the system. Like you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But if it works, then okay, we let it slide. So that's why Pep is 100% settled with the fact that he's not playing exactly how he wants him to play.
Yeah.
But overall, I think City
And it's going to get to a
Man
point
City are looking really good.
it won't work.
It won't work.
Yeah,
And he would-
Uh,
and he would
even in the
bench.
past, sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's why Guardiola called him inconsistent at times. Because at the time,
Inconsistent.
him trying to play his own game wasn't working
Fair enough.
at,
fair
the, at the
enough.
start of the season.
Getting 3 goals and a clean sheet against Sunderland right now is
Against Sunderland is big.
It's
huge.
big.
It's big, but
It
they were the
just shows
Etihad.
where
The
they-
Etihad
They were the
to
Etihad, like,
different.
they were home.
Sunderland,
Even though
Sunderland's
They were back to win. Like,
Yeah,
they were
Sunderland-
They
back
made
to win.
Sunderland
Strength.
I've not seen any team in the Premier League this season make Sunderland look so bad.
bro.
That's
Sunderland's strength is in their home. Outside
Even
their
though-
home, they are beatable.
No,
Fulham
even
beat
when
them.
you watch their away games, they looked very out of it. Like they wanted.
I didn't see that hunger.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've not seen them look like that.
that's-
also.
It wasn't
Great.
City. It wasn't City. I think it was Sunderland. They're not just so good outside of their stadium.
Now, City, you have to give City credit for that game.
Okay, what happened to Leeds? It was an Etihad, and Leeds almost beat City.
Agreed. I'm just saying.
True.
Yeah, they are still trying to find their stride, but I think this game was very pivotal in them, getting back to form.
Okay, yeah, I think so too.
And then what do we think about Phil Foden? How
Bro,
his form
Foden is those type of players that you never know what to expect from them.
People
Yeah,
forget this guy was a PFA player of the season a few seasons
Me
ago.
too, bro.
I was
Like-
disappointed how his season started. I
Yes.
feel like this is the Foden I recognize.
You never see him coming. Like you just can never really box him.
So no, the thing is, last season I could expect if he's going to shift onto his left leg,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 he's going to
With-
slot the ball into that bottom left
Yeah.
corner. But beginning of the season he wasn't really fine. He didn't have that confidence to shoot.
Yeah.
But now everything he gets,
He's
he's letting it fly.
tearing
Premier
down
League, Champions League, like even the header. I was like,
Bro,
who got that
it was
point?
seamless.
Like,
And he has 4 goals now in last 3 games.
last
or
3
something
games
like
is
that.
incredible. His
4
form
goal
is
contributions, yeah.
Yeah.
His form
he's
No, I have to give Foden his props. I
always
didn't
been
used
one
to
of
rate
my-
Foden, but you didn't used
He's
to rate
always
Foden.
one of
I
my
never used to rate
favorite
Foden.
Man City
Like,
players.
people used to compare Foden to Palmer. I still think Palmer is better than Foden, to be honest. But I know you guys won't agree. Anti-Chelsea guys.
No,
but it's okay.
I'm just saying, like, based on
Everyone should know
I
that
can't- but
Palmer
talking-
is clear of Foden. In
No, no,
game
no.
Claire?
Nah, I don't think
Right.
so.
Okay, not clear,
I
but
think
better.
so.
But
No,
better.
no.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, I know it's okay.
I feel like Palmer is a better maybe playmaker than
Exactly.
Foden.
He's a better playmaker, better finisher.
Nah.
Okay, you see. Don't worry. You don't watch Chelsea. Don't worry.
I watch Chelsea games. I'm not saying Palmer is a really
Better
good player.
dribbler. Palmer is a better dribbler than Foden.
Palmer is a better.
You have
If
to
I'm-
agree.
if I'm-
Foden,
Okay.
Foden plays like an
If
Eden
I'm
Hazard.
building-
Eden Hazard doesn't do any skills like that, but he still dribbles
if
you.
you're building a starting 11,
Yeah.
and you have to pick between Palmer and Foden, I'm not talking about last season now.
Yeah.
I'm saying in Palmer's peak of his ability so far. I know, he has not hit his potential yet.
Yeah.
But in his peak of ability versus when Foden hits his peak, who would you take?
You have to let me not speak.
Bro, Palmer was scoring 4 goals in a game.
Bro,
Palmer
Foden was
scored
the
four-
PFA player of his season and won the
Palmer
Premier
has
League
scored
with Man
4 goals.
City.
Bro, you guys don't realize how abnormal that is. Haaland has never done that, has he? In
Has
a
done
Premier
what?
League game. Palmer has scored 4 goals in a Premier League game
Bro,
twice.
You can't judge performances just based off one goal.
Bro,
How many
damn.
in
Don't-
those games? How many of them were penalties?
only
No,
one.
I don't even care. You can't.
Only one.
You can't
Only
say.
Only one. He did it against Brighton last season.
You can't say.
He scored 4 in the same game. One was a free kick. One was in fact there was
Well,
one
you're
where he
using
scored.
two 90-minute games to judge a whole season.
Exactly.
No,
We're talking about-
not that.
No, you can't
No.
tell me that
Okay.
based on 190 minutes game when he scored 4 goals.
There's a game you should
automatically
go watch. There's a
he's
game you
better
should.
than a player
There's a game.
who was literally
Tell us.
voted
Tell us.
PFA
There's a
player
game.
of the season.
Go watch Chelsea Everton last season, where Palmer scored 4
You
goals.
can't judge based
You can't
on
tell
one
me.
game. Should I pull off Jesse Lingard's games where he looks like the best player in the world?
Lingard is not in that.
No, I'm just saying you cannot judge the player. You cannot judge two players.
Okay,
based on
let's
one
wait.
game.
You have to agree that Foden was good because of the players around him. He was that
my
exceptional.
God.
No,
To be
okay,
fair,
no,
to be
yeah,
fair.
okay,
Bro,
that
De
one,
Bruyne-
you have to give him that one.
De Bruyne made him look so good.
Foden has been surrounded by exceptional players.
You have to agree.
Time and time again.
Palmer is doing it to a
you-
Chelsea
I don't
team.
like when people do this when it comes to like football criticism.
But
And
it's
then
the truth.
You are criticizing a player because he has a good team. Where does that work,
Bro.
Is it my fault that
Wait.
Palmer doesn't have a good team?
But is
it
it true?
Foden's fault that
If you
Palmer
look
doesn't have a
at
good team?
even when Barca were good, when they had Neymar, Messi, MSN, that they were balling out and everything. If you look, there were some players that just came in and they were really good, but you sell them, they can't do anything.
But in England, how come Foden starts over Palmer?
In England, that was a Southgate issue. That was a Southgate issue. In fact, did you see in the Euros when Palmer came on and he scored that goal when they're going to lose to Spain, when they actually lost to Spain?
Don't use the fact that he had a good team as an ex. In the midst of all the players that were on his team, he was still selected the PFA player of the season.
Bro,
Meaning he was,
I think
he was
that
the
thing-
best player on the team.
I still don't agree
I
with
don't think
that. I
Palmer
still
will
don't agree with that
think Palmer
decision.
will walk into.
I don't agree with that decision. So many football fans don't agree with that decision. Foden shouldn't
I
have
don't care
won.
if you agree with this.
When did he win it? It was last year. It was last year. Was it last year he won the
No, it was
PFA?
2 seasons ago.
Palmer should have won it that season. That was Palmer's first season at Chelsea. That was when he scored.
That season was exceptional for Palmer.
Yes, Palmer should have won it that season. Everybody said it. But Palmer won. I think he won this other award. Then they didn't give him the PFA. So everybody thought because Palmer already had an award, they didn't want to give it to Palmer. But everybody knows Palmer was top 3 highest goal scorers in the Premier League that
I
season.
mean, I think you're biased.
Bro.
I think you're biased. Foden does not.
If
take
we compare the
penalties from
stats,
us.
okay, no, my point is
Like,
that
we
the
need to have a whole
PFA,
episode on Foden versus Palmer.
the PFA you're talking about, if you compare the stats that season, Palmer was off Foden. If we're going to be honest, that particular season,
It's the same Chelsea fans that will say, let's take out stats from the equation when you're arguing Hazard.
bro, no.
And the same ones that will bring his stats to the
this is-
equation
this is
when
a
you're arguing
player-
Palmer.
No, this is a
You
player.
guys-
This is
you
a
guys
player
just drop
comparison,
this beat.
bro. We are comparing players. If it was club to club, then we take out stats and do that. But
No.
this is Palmer versus Foden.
If I should bring
What
up,
else are we going to use?
if I should bring up a Hazard versus anybody, maybe Sanchez debate, you will say Hazard was not a stats man. You have to watch him play. Now it's Palmer. Now you are bringing stats into the conversation. Please, Chelsea fans are so biased.
Okay. We need to put up a poll in the comments. Palmer versus Foden.
We'll have
Palmer versus Foden. Tell us in the
Everybody
comments.
knows Palmer is better.
Who is
not
better?
just prime Palmer versus
Prime Palmer.
This is how you know Man U fans. Just watch us. For those that will say Foden.
I don't know a Man City fan. So I'm just telling you based on what I
It's in
watch.
Manchester, sure.
You are definitely more biased here because you're a Chelsea fan.
No, bro. Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
Palmer,
Odegaard,
let me just remind you.
Odegaard or Palmer?
Okay, ask him. He knows. Odegaard or Palmer. To be honest,
Not right now. I'm saying the peak of their abilities.
Even peak Palmer.
bro. Everybody, see, you don't read Palmer. I don't know if you don't watch him or something.
Yes. Odegaard has better passing ability.
Odegaard is a playmaker,
Palmer-
like crazy playmaker.
Odegaard is a
Palmer
playmaker,
is
but at the end of the day, I
Yeah.
need goals, I need assists, I need results.
Exactly.
I think you are judging based on what you're seeing
if you bring qualities, there are some qualities.
2 seasons ago.
I don't
Yeah.
think Odegaard hasn't dropped more than 10 goals in a season.
Yes.
You both should stop.
Bro,
always bring stats.
if you don't drop stats-
As an attacking
Bro, as a-
midfielder,
see, because-
I need at
No.
least 10 goals.
See, the
every
point
season.
Who takes
The
your
point-
penalties?
Saka.
Take all
Okay,
the penalties
okay.
that Saka,
But
all
Odegaard
the
used to take
penalties
some.
that Saka scores a season and add them to Odegaard's stats.
He
and see
could
what
miss
it
them.
looks
He
like.
could miss them. Wait.
What's this guy saying? He could miss them.
But
Wait,
in terms
I
of,
know-
I
there are some areas.
I believe Odegaard has potential to be better.
He's just those type of players that
Like
they-
I feel like Odegaard's ceiling is higher than Palmer's.
yes, I think so.
I believe Odegaard's ceiling is higher, but this guy is not.
If Odegaard can add shooting to his game, more directness, not trying to make the play every time, not trying to pass the ball to someone every
sometimes,
time.
bro, just hit the ball.
Just hit the ball into the net.
Palmer
Yeah.
is my favorite Chelsea player, but I feel like you guys overrate him.
No, he's good.
Oh
He's
god.
good, guys. Overrated.
No.
I can't
Did you
even-
see him at the Club World Cup? Did you see the final?
I can't even hate. He's good,
Bro,
Going back to the club walk. Chelsea fans won't let this club
bro,
walk
Palmer was top 10 Ballon d'Ors. Was he top 10? He was top 10, bro.
I don't think
At
Odegaard
least
even
top
entered
20.
that conversation.
Bro,
He's good.
he's in the
I'm not arguing that he's
gosh. Not
He's good.
Foden, bro.
top 5 cams in Premier League right now, stamped. But I won't put him above Foden.
Palmer or Bruno.
Okay. Wait. He's waiting for me. But wait.
No, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
Bruno.
Okay.
Bruno.
I thought we were going to
Bruno.
have an argument.
But it depends on the type of game you want to play. It depends on the type of I said Bruno. If we're going to go player for player, head to head, Bruno. But it depends on the kind of game you want to play. There's a certain game. If I want to play a direct game
based on stats.
based off stats, Palmer, we know.
No,
In the last 2 seasons,
it's not Bruno.
It's not Bruno.
Chances created, goals.
Okay, it's Bruno. Okay, no. Bruno
this current
is
season.
it's like a Reece James versus Timber argument. Bruno is more proven. He's been in the Prem for a long time. He's older. He has more experience. He's been around for a long time.
So who is Bruno? Bruno is Reece James or Bruno is Simba?
No, Bruno is Reece James in this conversation. You get what I'm saying? The way we argue that we know Reece James is better because of experience, because of exposure, because of how long they've been in the game.
Okay.
So we know Bruno is better. We've not seen Palmer's limits.
Okay.
Bruno is just 23 or 24.
He's still cooking.
Exactly.
He's still cooking.
That's the point.
Bruno-
But Bruno for
Bruno
now,
is cooked.
so that we can Bruno for now.
Bruno, okay, fair.
I'll let it slide.
I said Bruno now. What
I'm
the
just saying, like the other arguments you had, just because you agreed to this one, I thought you were going to say Palmer about Bruno. They would have had a problem.
Bruno. I'm not biased. Don't worry.
So another big talking point: Liverpool draw 3-3 at Leeds. That was one thing.
I saw that game. That game was so good. Like it was such an interesting game to watch. Leeds were
I've never seen anyone sell a match like Konate sold that match. Man.
bro connected.
Like, it reminds me of
Bro, you know,
If I'm the coach, you're not getting on that bus.
you don't get it.
like, bro, you're walking
That
home.
penalty was so pointless. Like
it was so unavoidable.
pointless.
Avoidable.
If there was a ranking of the most useless things in football, that penalty has to be
Most
up there.
useless decisions in football. That has to be that penalty.
I watched that highlight like 5 times. I was just trying to make an excuse.
And
for
if they
him.
didn't score that goal, that game would have been dead. Like,
Yeah.
what gave Leeds
The game
motivation
was-
was
It
that
literally
game.
brought
That
them back into
goal.
the game.
Nah,
Brought them back into the game. The level 2.
You know, Madrid were going to sign him in January or next summer for free, and they said they're not doing it anymore. Like they're not signing him anymore.
They saved
Konate
themselves
has
the
been
bullets.
terrible all season. man.
Damn, bro.
But what happened? How did you go from Like, he was a well-respected CB last
And
season.
just
and now this season is looking like this guy
poor
has
just-
left legs. Like,
I don't know what's
Poor
happening.
decisions, man.
Poor decision. And that's the thing with like, and if you play bad and you have so many people criticize you, your self-esteem start dropping.
Everything just
keeps
compounds.
going down. It just takes. It's difficult to come back again when you've gone that down, that low.
That's
I
hard.
think that's probably what happens gonna
That's
happen.
hard. So, for Liverpool, they bench Mo Salah for a third time.
Bro.
Full 90 minutes. And, you know, he had a couple things to say off his chest at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Talked about people don't want him at the club. Talked about people in the club throwing him under the bus. How do we feel about Mo Salah?
I think this is a case of just hitting on a rock or something that won't change anything. It's normal. It's natural. You're an old player. Your time is up. And they're just doing the right thing. And I'm somewhere in Liverpool's mind, they're thinking of how they're going to sell Salah sometime in summer or something like that.
I said the same thing after.
You've been
Ronaldo.
saying this for like
Yeah,
three
you've been saying
episodes
it.
now.
Yeah, and even after, I'm just taking it back to after the whole Ronaldo saga happened, Manchester United. I feel like you can't be that unprofessional, especially at this level of football.
Exactly.
You can't be that unprofessional. I'm big respect to Salah, Premier League legend, probably Liverpool's great best player all time, arguably, and all that. I know it sucks for you to be sent to the bench. I do think it's the right decision for him to go to the bench. I don't think he was being productive on the pitch. Salah naturally is not the most productive player.
Playmaker type of player, yeah.
The game where he gives you his best abilities is when it comes to getting the starts, assists, goals, like in the final third.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing that. So it's almost like you're playing a man down. So I've been calling for him to get sent to the bench for like last 3 episodes. And
Exactly.
I'm not saying that they're finding their strides now. They still have a lot of things to check in the team, especially defensively.
Yeah.
But I think you being on the bench is a step in the right direction for the manager and of the club. And then you coming out to just outrightly say everything you say, I don't think it's very professional.
It's unprofessional. And I think it's pointless. It's
And
not
there's
going to change anything.
There's a lot more pressure on the manager now.
Exactly.
So I personally also think it's a bit selfish on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
because,
not the most
like,
simple. You're not the team. The team is still more important than you, right?
So again, back to what you said, the whole Ronaldo saga. So players like Salah, Ronaldo, Messi, they get this Mbappe, they get this special treatment where they don't have to defend or drop back or anything. That's because of everything they provide on the other end, right? But he's not providing that. But because of who he is, because he is Mo Salah, does he still deserve to at least not even come on? Are we saying that in the whole Liverpool team, everybody in Liverpool deserves to start over him?
It's up to the manager.
It's a manager thing.
And then
Look at Konate. Look at the defense. Defense is still in shambles, but those boys are starting game in, game out.
It's he doesn't have so much options for that. But I think any serious manager that wants to do big things with his club can't be picking players based on how they're going to feel or anything. He's going to pick based on what's going to win him the match. If keeping Salah on the bench for the whole 90 minutes is going to win him the game.
And that's the problem. The problem is now the pressure is on the manager to get results. Because the fans will always back their legend. The club will always try to be neutral.
Exactly.
So if you're not getting the results, they will back Salah. If you're getting the results, they'll back you. That's just how it works. We saw it like when Pep did the same thing with Yaya when he came to the club. I was like, Yaya is not part of his plan.
Yeah.
And then he was benching Yaya Toure. And then the fans were like, oh, these are club legend. We want him to start, da. But then Pep was getting the results. At some point, the fans were like, you know what? Results are results. Fairs, everybody will be fine. So, like, and the club backed Pep. Ronaldo, we saw the same problem. Ten Hag was not getting results. He got the boots. So, and it's sort of now the pressure is on him. You want to be in Salah, fine, you're the manager. But if you don't get the results after benching him, then be ready to leave the club.
Yes, that's what. And the thing is, for the club, it's business. It's what's bringing them their returns on what they've paid for. If they've bought all these players and they are bringing them back, they are getting the returns. It doesn't matter if Salah is playing or not.
But they gave him a new 2-year deal contract. No? So
just so they can get something off
exactly.
him when they sell him.
Exactly.
So do we think, because he also makes another comment that I think it's at the Brighton game that he'll tell the Liverpool fans before he goes over to the World Cup. Is he hinting that he's going to leave in January?
He's just messing up.
I think he's putting pressure on the club to pick between him and the manager. Because obviously there is already a feud between him and the manager that cannot be settled. So it's either he's leaving the club or the manager is leaving the club. That's literally what he's telling the fans and he's telling And he knows that the fans definitely want to back him because he's
He's
Mo
the
Salah.
legend and
Yeah,
everything.
he's the Egyptian king for sure. So
But
I think between now the pressure's on his slot because between now and when Salah comes back from AFCON, you have to have enough results for
To prove that.
to clubs to say, okay, we're ready to move on from Salah. Let's sell him, send him
Yeah.
to Saudi, whatever. But if you don't get that results, be ready to get the boots because Salah is coming back.
Yes.
And a new manager is going to come in.
Fair.
True.
So he's rolling the dice.
And Salah had
rolling
this. I'm thinking it's a Salah thing now because he also had issues with Klopp towards the end of Klopp's time at Liverpool. They were fighting openly, like at halftime after the game. You just see both of them like
Clashing
openly
heads.
clashing heads and
That
stuff
was
like that.
more of a contract issue. Because Salah, the problem is, I think even the Liverpool board, they knew at some point that these guys, players like Salah is kind of weird when it comes to their contracts. Because you know that he's going to decline in this contract.
Yeah.
But you feel the need to pay him because of what he has
He has
done.
done. So yeah, judging based of not what you're going to receive, what you already got from him.
and
yeah.
it's tricky in football because past success doesn't actually dictate
Exactly.
Future.
future
You can
results.
give a player a
signs,
$500 million contract and then they're not. That's why I think it was really good that they got that 2-year deal. So, it's just 2 years.
Just 2 years. Yeah, it's maybe I think this summer Salah will probably leave Liverpool.
And what do you
If
think?
there's a club like a Saudi club willing to pay that money, Liverpool will be willing to sell him. Except Salah doesn't want to go. I think they need to move on from him. Find another left wing, buy another player or something like that. But if they're going to move forward from this, they have to sell Salah.
End of an era. And which is it? Was it Salah that brought Liverpool to where they are today, or was it Liverpool that brought Salah to where he is today? Because at Chelsea, he didn't really do
much.
But again, prior to Salah joining Liverpool, they hadn't really won anything.
I won't say it was Salah. To be honest, I'll say Klopp.
Klopp?
Yeah,
Nah, I'll say Salah.
I think it was Klopp.
Klopp, Salah.
Because
Salah.
Klopp had, if we're going to be honest, and I had this conversation so many times during Klopp, when Salah and Mane were there. Mane was more impactful than Salah, but people don't agree. When Mane wasn't playing, you noticed it more than when Salah wasn't in the game. As Maru said, Salah was there for the starts. If you watch, Mane was the one. He was not making the plays. He was on taking it for the team and everything.
Dropping back, tracking
Doing like he was doing most of
do
the
you
work.
do you know the answer to that argument?
Yeah.
Last season,
That
Mane wasn't there.
Mane wasn't there, but
Do you think if you take Salah out of that team and have Mane run the show, they can win the league?
okay. So I think it was a case of the right combination.
No,
So
I'm just saying. I agree.
Yeah.
Right combination then, but I'm saying last season's Liverpool team.
No,
If you
definitely
take
not.
Salah out and put Mane,
with
do
the
you think he's doing the
stats,
same
with the
thing?
stats and everything, no, they wouldn't have won the thing. But I'm saying at that time, if you took Salah out, Liverpool wouldn't be where they are now. But if also you took Mane out, I don't think they were where they are now.
But they took Mane
took
out.
Mane
and
was-
nothing-
They took
nothing
Mane
much
out. That's why I say
changed.
I'm telling you, it was more of a Klopp thing than a Salah thing. It was more of Klopp's wisdom. And watch, like during Klopp's time, everybody was good. Oxlade-Chamberlain, that guy was crazy during Klopp's time. Divock Origi, he was so good during Klopp's time. Jorginho, Wijnaldum, he was so good. Robertson, they literally signed him from I think Hull City.
Bro,
Look
Trent
at
and
Robertson now.
were dropping.
So I'm telling you, it's a
back-to-back
Klopp
assists.
thing. Klopp made Salah. I don't think Salah made Liverpool.
But last season, Klopp wasn't there.
Bro, I
Salah,
tell you,
at some point, up until like
last
towards the end
season,
of the season,
Liverpool were feeding off Klopp's leftovers.
Oh my
I'm
God.
telling you, they were running on Klopp's leftovers.
I agree. I kind of agree to that. But I'm saying last season
Yeah.
there was no Klopp. Now people can see that Arne Slot is not the most intelligent manager out there. So you look at last season and this guy almost carried them all the way to a treble. If not that, towards the end of the
Klopp,
season they began to decline.
I think another thing you can watch is look at Klopp's history. Every time he goes to a club, he changes the club. Klopp started from Mainz in Germany.
No, I'm not arguing.
He changed the whole club, got to Dortmund. Dortmund made them unstoppable.
I'm
Where he
not
had Dembele, Aubameyang, made Marco Reus.
Yeah, I'm
literally
not
made
arguing
them.
that Klopp is Premier League all-time great coach. I
Yeah.
agree. What I'm saying to his question, who elevated Liverpool? I feel when they signed Mane, They signed Mane. Mane was balling in Southampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they signed Van Dijk. Van Dijk was one of the best defenders in the Premier League when he was in Southampton already.
Yeah.
But these were Klopp's choices.
Yeah, I
Those were
agree.
Klopp- that's
I
the
agree.
point.
But I'm saying when Salah was signed, coming into the team from I think Roma,
Yeah.
he wasn't. It wasn't that guy. It was just like, okay, you're signing like a solid right winger that's going to,
It wasn't even proven because he
That's what I'm
failed
saying.
at Chelsea.
That's the point.
And then he came and he's been, if you want to say, the best player in the Premier League for the last 5 years.
That's
is
the
De
point.
Bruyne, Salah, maybe Haaland.
Yeah, I guess add Kane. No.
Yeah, Eden Hazard.
Okay,
Okay,
as much I don't like Kane.
Who?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah, he left too. But see, that's the point. Before Salah came to Liverpool, he wasn't that good. So I think it was Klopp's wisdom in choosing the right players. Klopp was so good at choosing good players.
Or Salah just elevated his game.
No, it can't be. How did he elevate? Why didn't he elevate his game at Roma?
Some players just hit their prime. I feel
Bro,
like
Klopp,
that's what it was for Salah.
Klopp is such a great manager. He knew what Salah was going to become if Salah joined Liverpool. He's just so good at choosing the good players. How do you buy? Look at the
But
players.
he signed. There was a lot of players that Klopp signed as well that did not come to fruit.
But how many of them? Look at the player. Okay, I know there are some of them, but look at the players he signed. He chose players from literally Southampton, Hull City, Chamberlain from Arsenal at that time. Arsenal of that
He
time.
wasn't even starting at Arsenal.
He wasn't even starting, and they went to Liverpool and they were balling
Even
out.
Chamberlain didn't really ball like that. To be honest, it was just okay.
Yeah, no, bro. Go. I know it's because
He was a decent sub.
he was a decent sub. He was, but if you watch Liverpool at that time, everybody was playing at the same level. They were playing with this sort of determination that's such that if you removed one player and put another, you won't see a difference in the way they were playing. And I think it was a Klopp thing. And I think it was just a good thing that they found the right combination. So I won't say it was Klopp, I won't say it was Salah, I won't say it was Mane. It was just the right combination,
I think
in my opinion.
Salah, fair.
So you think, okay.
I agree. I think it was Klopp. I think the brains were behind Klopp. Yes, probably Salah peaked in Liverpool, but at the end of the day, it's a team sport. It's a team game. One man could not have done it all.
Exactly.
Last season,
impossible.
one man did it all for them.
It wasn't one man.
He was clutch. And if you notice, he scored those last minute penalties. Yes.
Yeah,
his
penalties,
assists, but
tappings.
the season, I'll say Salah did some crazy. I don't know. There was this season where he was walking through defenses.
Against Man City,
He
bro.
was walking.
He was
that season.
Salah
I'll give it to
was
Salah. Like,
picking.
the season prior, I'm like, he came in clutch moments. Like, he does what the big players do.
Yeah.
Like, for their team. But I'll say
It can't be Salah. Okay. What if Liverpool didn't get Klopp, they didn't get Mane, they just got Salah? Do you think they'll be where they are now? I don't think so.
I don't think Salah could have done it.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
again,
so.
well, Gravenberch won best Premier League player. Was it young player of the year?
Gravenberch last season?
Yeah. Van Dijk still had his head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, they still put a couple things together. Like
I think majorly, if we're even going to say, okay, certain players at Liverpool at that time, we have to talk about Trent and Robertson's combination over
Trent too last
even
season
Salah's
was
influence.
Yeah, I think if you want to talk about Trent and Robertson's performance, that's when you really point to Klopp's system more than. But I agree. Yeah, I think I don't want to take anything from Klopp. Like he's up there, so I'll give him that. I say it was a combination of everything just coming.
Everything just
together.
came together at the right time.
I'll give them that.
and now, whoa, Man U in 6th position. I can't lie, I didn't see that one coming. Still, Man U
Let's
in
wait till
6th.
next week. After next week.
Was it 2 weeks ago they were looking for 2nd? Now they're in 6th. How do you feel about that window? Like, is it convincing? Are Amori's tactics coming in to
Is Man U
fruition?
back?
Is Man U?
I think it was just a Bruno masterclass.
I think for Man U, it's always a Bruno masterclass.
No, sometimes there are some games. If Bruno decides to be on form, top form, I honestly think we can beat any team out there. We've seen time and time again, even against top teams. Bruno something just clicks. He's the type of guy that sometimes it just clicks in the wrong way, and then
honestly, sometimes I don't even fear Man U. I just fear Bruno.
I just say Bruno.
When it's Man U, Arsenal, I just fear Bruno. I don't even fear Man U.
And the good thing about players like Bruno is they barely get injured, so they're always available for selection.
He's fit.
I think that's
How he does it, man.
yeah, that's
Bro,
the one thing with
always fit.
Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea. He's there every game, and you're
It's
like,
insane.
can Palmer just be like this?
But then Mount is also really good. I'm happy that this Mount, Konya and Mbuemo front three.
Okay. You want to speak too early? You think you're
I'm not
don't
speaking
you think
too early.
you're
I'm saying it looks a lot better than the Zexi, Konya and Mbuemo. It looks. I'm not. It was Wolves. Come on, Wolves defense. Anybody will go
Who was
there.
striking? Cunha.
It was Mount and Konya. Like, they play very fluid front three with
Okay,
with the three
yeah.
of them.
Do you think Cunha will last throughout the season? Like, keep fit.
I honestly
keep away
don't
from
know.
injuries?
He looked decent in.
I wish they
last
signed Chelsea
game.
signed Cunha over Pedro, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think we looked good enough. Like I would have been so annoyed if we went to Wolves and then we scrapped it 2 points, like 1-2-1. or
I wish that
1-0 or
happened. I just
something.
wish that sounds like more like a Man U
More like a
storyline.
Man U storyline.
We played really well. We looked like we could have scored 6-7 goals. We missed a lot of like chances. I think there was an online clearance. Konya was able to get the goal. So yeah, overall I'm happy that
Enjoy.
there's
You won the
joy.
game. You won
There's
the
joy
game.
in-
Don't say more than you won the game, because if you talk too early, Man U, maybe next week now.
Yeah,
They
but
lose.
the Premier League table now is in a place where you can win a game this weekend.
Bro, it's
and
so
you're
volatile.
fine.
Like,
It's so
And then
volatile,
just
it's
next
insane.
weekend
Boom,
and
boom,
you're
boom.
bottom half.
Like, how is Chelsea on the same points with Man U? I see. Like, I it just occurred to me, like, how are we
That
on the
thing
same
makes
points
me
with
laugh.
Man U? Like,
Chelsea fans talk so much.
so loud.
I don't
Man
know.
U,
At
Man U,
this
you
point,
guys have been quiet this season. You guys have, respected
no,
yourself.
they've not been quiet.
You
There was
guys
a
on
time when
the
they were
same
shouting,
level.
Man U is back.
You guys on the same level.
Until they lost to Everton with red card, then they calmed down.
But that's the only game we've lost in like what? I think 9 games or like.
Yeah, I think the good thing for Man U is like at this point, people just take their eyes off them and they just keep growing bit by bit.
So that's what happens when you don't have the pressure on you. Like,
Exactly.
now everybody's watching Arsenal's game, bro.
Everybody's
everybody's watching.
And you guys lose, everybody's up there.
Everybody is up there.
everybody loves
Social
it.
media is buzzing. Like, Man U win or draw, it's like whatever.
Well,
like.
what do you think? Do you think City's gonna?
Don't be asking me why.
We're not going to that.
Oh, wow. No, not today. Not
Okay,
today.
not
Not today.
today.